We are back for another episode of the 3PMS Ladies Podcast Show.
Woo woo! See, I did it better. You cussed me last time on the show. Sorry, Shade Queen.
I'm your girl, Queen P.
I am lovely Nick.
Okay, so we're just gonna, because, before we were doing all this stuff about my love life and blah, 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 I'm done with all that. I'm done with all that crap. Okay, so let's get into some real life shit. Let's talk about work, the workplace. You know what? This is a great topic I want to discuss. Right. So for those, and I'm not trying to offend anyone. Is it still New Year, Nick?
Yeah.
Okay, New Year, Nick. I don't even think I've spoken to you about this, but let's talk about it. So recently I was at work and there were interviews and whatnot going on. Now, I was a part of the deliberation, process as to who we should take and who we shouldn't take. Right. So now I'm not sure if you've experienced this at work. I know I have, where you're talking to your bosses and your bosses, they're deliberating about a certain person and they're like, oh, I think that person was a bit too street.
They don't use that word, but I get you.
Oh, yeah, okay. Just for those of you that don't know, if you work in the corporate world, a lot of the time, no disrespect to anyone, we have white listeners, white corporate people refer to ghetto, people that they deem as ghetto, as street.
Yeah.
That's their term for it. Okay. So most black people know when they go for an interview, especially those who are street.
Yes.
Tone it down. You just tone those things down. And I think even white people do. If you've got a big flamboyant personality, there's certain parts of yourself that you tone down for an interview.
Right.
You don't want them to, think you're being too much or you're being too little. You just tone it down, try to be professional.
Right.
Still try to have a personality, try to have a bit of banter, but you don't try and, you just don't, I wouldn't go into an interview and if I'm talking to the interview, I won't go, oh yeah, you get me. Or in it, there's certain phrases, there's certain terms I wouldn't use. I'd go, I agree with you. I really agree with you on that. You just kind of switch it up to fit the professional working environment.
Right.
But once you get the job, hey, do what you want to do.
Of course.
Okay, so my thing was that we had a kind of like a assessment set. It's almost like you just do a variety of activities. The big wigs in the office get to kind of watch how people interact with everybody. Like all the tasks are designed to kind of see certain parts of people's personality, see how people work, their analytical skills, their team working skills, all of that jazz. So there was a guy there, and I could tell straight away. He wasn't black, he was white. I could tell straight away he hangs around with black people.
Oh, really?
Like the way he kind of talk. If you were to listen to guys, in terms of some people might go, what do you mean? If you were to hear him on the phone, you might think he was a black guy. Okay? Look, guys, it happens. Let's just keep it real, okay? Yeah. It happens. So the guy that was there was a friend of another employee at my workplace. Now, this particular girl, she's not necessarily street, but she kind of, she knows she likes rap music. She likes, once you get talking to her, she's got a very eclectic taste. Do you know what I mean? Like, but I could tell her friend in particular what hangs on with black people. So after the assessment center, I kind of said to her, your friend got black friends, and she was like, oh, he lives in a certain area. For the benefit of this discussion, he lives in Brixton,
right? Okay.
So all his friends are from South London, whatever. I said, okay. So I said, he's made it to the next round, really, for me kind of pushing it. But because the big wigs were kind of like, we're not too sure about him. We're not too sure about him. Now, they didn't use the term street, but I knew what it was, So, so I'm a bit like, okay. So I just said to her, just tone it, get him to tone it down a little bit. Do you know what I mean? And she didn't seem very receptive to it. It was like she didn't really understand. And to be fair, I kind of blame myself because you can't make someone who's never lived in that world understand something maybe in one conversation.
Yeah.
So he'd already had his interview. I went away on holiday. I came back and I was like, how'd your friend get on? And I said, did you give him my advice? And she was like, not really. And I was like, okay. I said, look, I'm just saying this for your benefit. Do you know what I mean? Like just for, it doesn't even need to be for here. Just, and she was kind of like, oh, he's worked for the council, he's worked in like corporate banking and all of this kind of stuff. And I felt like, okay, there's no need to get defensive. I'm just saying, And then it was like, well, your street. And I was a bit like, excuse me? Do you know what I mean? Like a bit like,
oh my gosh.
first of all, I got the job. Let's just keep it real. Do you know what I mean? I've got the job, and no disrespect. Hello, I'm black. If I want to be like that, I can be like that. But I switch it up.
According to
Yeah,
my audience,
with my friends, as you know, I'm loud. I'm this. I'm that. At work, I'm a little bit more reserved. But baby girl, I got the job, so I can be how I want to. In the interview, you think I was, you know, I was like, no, yes, sir, no, sir, 3 bags full, sir, you know, all of that. So I was a little bit like, she kind of started getting a bit defensive, and she was like, nah, you know, he'll be fine. I'm not really going to, you know, I haven't given him that advice. Anyway, he's come for his interview, and in his interview, he wore a 3-piece suit. And I thought, what does that? I thought, okay, pimps wear suits. So,
wow.
do you know what I mean? I was thinking,
there.
where
Did
we
you say
going
that
to
to
go
her?
with? No, I just
you
looked
should
at her
have,
like,
I think you should have
you know.
said that.
But it was a little bit, like I said, I kind of blamed myself because I thought, I can't, you know, no disrespect. White people live in one world. I'm just being honest. Black people know that we are perceived a certain way.
Straight.
Yeah, exactly. So we need to, when we go to the workplace, we can't just be, if we're loud, look, that's the aggressive or the really loud black person. That I'm sorry, I'm just keeping it 100% real.
True.
That's how it is. So when I'm at work, I try and tone it down. I don't like to be the loudest person in the room. I like to listen to people. I don't like to, you know, I won't, you know, if people are talking about where they want to go to eat, I won't suggest Nando's. You know, like there are just certain things that, no disrespect, that are typical of all different races, but of black people, we're perceived as being loud, angry, ghetto, all of those kind of things. So when you go to the corporate world, and I work for a very corporate kind of company, you know, you just tone down certain elements just so you can get in the job. Once you get in the job, you can prove yourself, and then you can allow a bit more of your personality, not too much, but a little bit more of your personality to come through. But I was a little bit like taken aback by how she just kind of dismissed things, and I just felt, anyway, I heard the guy got the job, which I was really happy about because he's really smart. He's really analytical. He's very intelligent.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I just didn't want him to be bypassed because if I can tell within 5 seconds of talking to him that he hangs around black people, it's obvious that, you know, the other people, the other interviewers are thinking, are we going to have a bit of trouble with this guy? You know, it's just how
it is.
They think. Yeah. You know, it's no offense. I'm not trying to offend anybody, but it's like my brother. If you were to see my brother wears a hat. He looks like a road guy. Like he looks like if you were to mess with him, something bad. Yeah. Something bad's going to go down. But if anyone out there listens to his podcast, shout out to The Rival Show. If anyone listens to his podcast or knows my brother studied law and politics at university. He's a very, very intelligent person. Some of the things he comes up with, I'm like, He can have, you know, a political debate with people and it's informed. He's intelligent. You know what I mean? Like, but you wouldn't get, if you just look him and take him face value or just hear the way he conversates with his friends, you'd be like, this one, you know, he's just a roadman. What does he know?
Yeah.
No. But it's about people taking the time to get to know that person.
Right.
When you're in an interview, you don't have that time. You have what, half an hour, maybe to an hour. You don't. So
and they judge you on what you look like as well.
Yeah. So I'm just sitting there saying, just be mindful, you know. And her friend who's white, he's in disguise. You know, he's a black man in disguise. You know, you got the camouflage on. You know, just give them the yes sir, no sir. You know, and then when you get in here, you want to act like, you know, I don't know, Vanilla Ice or, you know, Eminem or Tupac, whatever it is. You can do that. But, you know, I was just a little bit like, I don't know why, when me and this girl are quite friendly, you know me, Nick, if I don't give a damn, I won't say shit to you. Whatever. You want to, if he gets a job, don't get a job. It makes no difference to my life. I'm just saying, as an older person, someone who's been in the corporate world for a little bit longer, someone who's done loads of interviews and sees the kind of things and hears the kind of things that the perceptions and, you know, I see it. You know, I've been through the process. I've been an interviewer plenty of times, hundreds of people. And I'm just saying, for advice, I'm not the kind of person, because I know I've been judged that way and I know people that I know are judged that way. I try not to judge, you know, like on that. I try to really listen to the person, get beyond the whole you get me or whatever, the persona, whatever it is, and just, can this person do the job? Is this person intelligent? Is this person qualified? You know, I will start kind of trying to dig deeper, whereas I know other interviews will be like, oh God,
time for that.
yeah, oh God, I don't want another. We've got enough ghetto people in here. We don't really want any more of their kind in here. I'm just being honest. I'm not trying to be, you know, away. But I kind of felt a little bit like annoyed at myself, but a little bit like,
Why would
okay.
you annoy yourself?
Just because, you know, it's a young girl and I'm like, I can't expect somebody who's never lived that life or understands that life to all of a sudden understand because I'm telling her. But I just kind of, you know, and I just kind of felt like she got very defensive, and it just made me think, yeah, I'm not really going to try and, you know, educate certain people. I'm going to just be cool and, you know.
Well,
but yeah.
Iffy has just summarised the book I just read, which
Okay.
is actually the face about why I'm no longer talking to white people about race.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Damn.
So this book is by Rennie Edo Lodge, and it basically...
You got the audio version?
I got the audio. I got audio for everything because I just haven't got the time to read the hard copy, to be honest. And that's why I wasn't reading a lot of books. So I got the audio, which I'm absolutely loving. I've just finished it in about 2 days.
Nice.
And in short, she summarises that it's hard for people to understand the differences about race, how we're perceived sometimes, or how someone is perceived based on their language or use of language or their mannerisms, if they've never experienced it.
Yeah.
And again, if you don't take time, which a lot of people don't do in interview settings, in work settings, in, you know, just relationship settings, then it's really hard to teach someone. And some people are just unteachable, unfortunately, because they have quite a closed mind about it.
Yeah.
And it's sad, but big up to you for trying though,
Thank
because
you.
to be fair, yeah, he did get the job, but easily he could not have got the job.
That's
just
true.
because of the way he came across. Not that he couldn't do the job, not
Of
that
course.
he wasn't competent, intelligent, responsible, anything, or had the experience of working in a bank or whatever, just the way he acts.
Yeah.
So I would suggest you read the book.
I will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
I
audio,
will.
like I said, so it's like 6 hours.
Nice.
But also just keep trying, you know, to educate those who are open and willing to learn, because you shouldn't base it on what they look like or sound like, just whether or not they can do the job.
I mean, like, there's loads of things that people might call it ignorance, but there's loads of things that I don't understand. I don't really have a lot of friends who are Asian, like, and I'm not talking about Indian or Pakistani or any. I'm talking like the wider, like I'm talking like Chinese, Filipino. I don't have a lot of friends of those nationalities. I just don't. But from doing a little bit of research, I've heard that Asians do not like to be called Oriental. So, like, you know, the Chinese, the Japanese, they don't like to be called Oriental. It's almost like saying the word nigger almost. Don't ask me exactly. I haven't done enough research to know exactly why they don't like it.
Yeah.
But I know they don't like it. And I've never, ever been faced with that because I don't have a lot of friends who are Asian. So they prefer to be called Asian rather than, you know, or Filipino or Chinese or whatever. They don't want to be called
Oriental.
You know, but for me, I guess it's also a thing where it depends on person to person. I know some black people don't like being called coloured, but I've had a friend who referred to me as coloured, but I know she wasn't saying, you know, I know I'm probably the only black friend that she's ever had in her whole life. So, and she was a woman of a certain age. I know she wouldn't be saying that to be offensive. And I never, ever made a big deal out of it. I just said to her, you know, privately, I don't care. I said, but black people do not like being called coloured.
Yeah.
You know, and she was like, I really didn't. I said, I know you didn't. You know, that's why I'm not taking offence. Yeah, I don't, you know, I'm not one of those people, but you will find some of those diehard people who will crucify you. And maybe because obviously you've not been exposed, you've not been educated, or you've not had to, you know, like, so you've just heard what other people have said in your area about it and you've just gone, okay, that's the term. You know, and people might call it ignorance or whatnot. I just say, well, that's life. You know, there are a lot of things where if those things aren't challenged, you just go about your life, blah, blah, blah. But I feel like if you've got somebody around you who's in that culture or of that colour or nationality, whatever, why shouldn't they educate you? Why shouldn't you ask questions? And my thing is, I don't question it. If a white person came to me and said, white people don't like da-da-da-da-da-da-da, I'll be like, tell me more, because I don't want to offend any, you know, like, I just don't want to offend anyone. If I really want to offend you, then I'm going to offend them. I'm not going to be sorry about it. But you know, if I don't want to openly offend someone and someone of that nationality or culture is educating me, I'm like, please tell me, you know, give me examples, because I don't know. I don't just go, oh, yeah, you know, like, yeah, whatever. I'm like, oh. And I also look at who's telling me. If it's somebody that I classify as a friend, I'm like, okay, you know.
It's for my good, it's not against me.
Yeah, I might not agree, but I would at least go, okay, I hear you. You know, and if someone else tells me as well, I'll be like, yeah, I kind of know this, or I'll watch my step around that, or, You know, I just feel like, you know, I always said, you know, these millennials, they don't want to hear nothing. You know, they don't want to hear nothing. They think they got it all, you know, they got it all figured out. They just see Kylie Jenner and it's like, yeah. That's my role model. I'm going to make it. Kylie Jenner had money before. Do you know what I mean?
Her own business.
Yeah. Before she had anything, her family had money. So let's not be silly. I'm not trying to devalue anything about her, but
she had a head start.
Yeah. We don't all have that leg up, that jump start. Come on now. So I'm just saying, people, if you've got friends around you who can help you, who can educate you, who can clue you up on certain things, please, I beg, listen.
Yeah, because things are changing. As much as like in the books, there's certain points where you feel like things are not changing from how it was years ago when black people first came to the UK to help with jobs and everything like that. But again, I won't go into it, read the book. Yeah. Things are changing. So as much as you might think, well, I might never work with a black person, or might never work with an Asian person, you just might.
Yeah.
They might just be your manager, because some people will be quite close-guarded and close-minded and not let that person get the job. But sometimes qualifications just speaks beyond your own personal opinion.
True.
And people are getting hired and becoming managers and CEOs, and you will end up working with them or for them. So
that's true.
It's better that you just educate yourself, because we are all the same. And once you speak to people, you realize actually they like the same shows I like. They like going out like I like going out. They can be good companions. Not everyone's a threat to you. So
true that.
Try to stay educated, be informed, and accept the change.
True. Okay. So, Love Island. So I know some of some of the listeners don't want to hear about Love Island, so skip for the next 10 minutes, okay?
Sorry.
So catch up for Love Island. So Mad Nick hasn't really been watching it, but I'm going to fill her in. This week, things have heated up. So we're going to start with Sharif. So the black guy, Sharif, is out of the house.
Yeah, I saw that on the news. Why?
Okay, so I know 100% why. Majority of people know, and I have a great source. I'm not going to say where, but everybody knows my brother comes from the reality world. So I have a great source as to where I fact find. So, okay. Sharif has gone. Everything that's on the internet is true. So basically, Sharif there was an issue. There was an issue where Sharif, Anna, and Anton were all sitting with each other, and Anton kept trying to touch Anna's leg. Sharif didn't like that because obviously he sees Anna as his girl.
Right.
So he said he wanted to speak to Anton one-on-one.
Right.
Speaks to him one-on-one, the argument gets heated. I don't know if he put hands on him or went to put hands on him, but security had to come in and defuse the situation.
Right.
Somehow, Sharif got access to his mobile phone. Now, people have told me the reason why we don't have a Saturday show or whatever is because they get a day off in the week, apparently, where they're allowed to leave the villa and do whatever. That's what I hear.
Right.
But I'm not 100% sure if that's true. So, what's it called? So apparently he got access to his phone and started messaging his friends on social media, other social media outlets. He was contacting and saying, oh yeah, Anton did this and that happened, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
So they just said, you know what, enough's enough, out.
Okay.
And I think they'd kind of given him a few warnings about maybe aggressive behaviour. So not so much doing stuff, but maybe he was too loud or getting in someone's face or whatever. So yeah, that's
why they told him to go. And that's why they don't want him anything to do with interviews. Wow.
Nope. Yeah, I think that's a little bit extreme, but
like, it sounds bad because obviously I haven't watched it, so I'm just listening to it. But it was kind of like what he had done didn't come out for ages.
Yep.
Then it said he couldn't do any interviews,
yeah,
nothing else from all of to do with Love. And then I thought, did he like do something so bad? They want to be associated with him, but
yeah,
like sharing secrets, having an aggressive fight, like reality shows. I've seen so much
security
come on and tear things apart, and it's not to that extreme, but.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Let's not make it all lighthearted. It could have got serious, I guess.
That's why, like, apparently, like in Love Island, they're not allowed. They don't let them drink. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I think they let them have 1 or 2 glasses, but they control the drinking. Whereas I think before they would let them drink, and there would always be a fight.
People get heated and emotional.
So I don't. They're very. They don't want things to escalate that, but not that anybody does. But I just didn't like the way they kind of glossed over it. It was like, yeah, Sharif has been removed from the building. Okay, this is what happened the next day. And you're like,
what?
Yeah. So everyone was kind of like, what's happened? But yeah, that's it. So God bless you, Sharif. Whatever you want to do, great. Good luck. I don't really care. Okay, so moving on. The new guy's come in. The new guy, Danny, he picked the dates that he picked, which was nice to see. You know, a black or mixed race. I think he's mixed race guy picking black women or mixed race women. I liked it. So he came in and he chose 2 dates. His first date was a Yuande.
Oh.
You know, first date was Yuande, second date was Amber. Okay. Amber's a mixed race girl. So it was just nice to see. I'm not trying to say that, you know, I'm not trying to make this show into a black white show. I'm not trying to do anything like that, but it was just nice to see that, and it was nice to see her getting picked. She's kind of become almost like a fan favorite a little bit because she's not gotten any love. She's quite a sweet girl. It's a little bit of a Samira type, you know, thing. Yeah, but she seemed to really connect with Danny. He took Amber on a date, and Amber was her usual self where she's fishing for compliments and she's acting stush and push up. Anyway, so he just had a connection with, you know, with Yuande. Now, I go on Twitter as well while I'm, you know, watching and stuff, and people are rooting for Danny and Yuande. Now, I'm just being honest. I don't think he's interested in her. I just don't. I think that he really, he's seen the show. He's seen that she's somebody who's quite popular, and I think he thinks in order for me to win, I should get with this girl and make her day.
People are still doing that.
Yeah, and I agree. I get the sense that he don't really like her. Once he's done with the show, he's going to drop her like a hot cake. You know, so, you know, I know there's loads of people out there, like my brother, like I said, again, my brother was sitting there saying he's sure all the aunties and uncles in the world are like, yes, please get together, blah, blah, blah. But I'm just not feeling it. I like you one day, maybe for the show and for the showmance, not on her side, but, you know, for the show, great. But I just don't think it's genuine. Okay, so, fair enough. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, so that you got that going on. Then you got Molly May, who's with Danny. Molly May, who's with Tommy Fury. She's with Tommy Fury. They're in a couple, but she also has a little thing for Anton, and she's also interested in now the new guy, Danny. The minute Danny came into the house, oh, he's my type. Oh, when Tommy was there, oh, he's my type. Dick just seems to be her type. That's basically what it is. Everybody's her type. So, you know, Yuande never said anything. She was like, I can't really tell her anything. It's the name of the game. But she hasn't even given me like a day to just, you know, be happy that someone chose me and I've met someone who could be a potential, you know, something with kind of thing. Molly May was just lapping up the whole, there's 3 guys. I got 3 guys around me. And she was kind of insinuating to Danny, he's my type. I really like him. He was telling her she's his type. I was thinking, how can blonde hair, you know, blue eyes or brown eyes, whatever, be your type? And then you like Yuande.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, maybe she might be able to get a blonde weave, but she ain't no white girl. Yeah, so it's a bit like, that's when I've really started looking at him like, I don't believe you. I just don't. But whatever. So Molly May was getting all happy. She's got these 3 guys, and Tommy, who she's coupled up with, is like, look, it's fine, but I really do like you. I really do like her. She never gave him any reassurance that she likes him back. She's like, you know, we can, you know, I like you, you know, but he was giving more than he was getting, basically. Aww. So then they decided to spice things up and bring 2 new girls into the house. That always sends people crazy. They brought these 2 new girls. The old girls, as always, were there acting like fools, like they got no damn sense, you know, being bitchy and catty and making comments, because basically the 2 new girls were having dates with 3 guys they picked.
Yeah, that's normal.
And all the girls could see. So it's like they're chuckling, they're making noise.
I'm ruining the day.
Yeah, basically acting a damn fool. Yeah.
That's why they should always have them off site, though.
Exactly. So one of the girls who's a little bit more feisty, Maura, she's into Tommy. She likes basically she just wants to rip Tommy's clothes off. She's like, I'm really into you. You know, she's like fanny flutters. They're not even 24 hours. She's one of these chick that knows what she wants and she ain't afraid to put it out there. So she's a ring girl, like, you know, like with the cards and whatnot. And obviously, and Tommy's a boxer. So it's like they're in the same world. Yeah, you know the producers set that shit up. So there, what's her name? Molly May, who Tommy's coupled up with, is over, you know, at the balcony or whatever, the terrace, losing her damn mind. Do you know what I mean? She's got, her blonde bleach job, you know, is getting all the way effed up because she's losing her rag because he's You know, she's seen
On
this
a
girl.
date.
Yeah, she knows she's pretty. She's like, damn, I got competition. You know, but I thought it was good because I thought, you were all happy when you had your 3 guys running around you. So yeah, so basically, I think at one point, this Mora girl was on a date with Michael. Michael's a mixed race guy who really likes Amber, and they're about to get coupled up, I think. So, you know, so him and her, Michael and Mora, just had a little joke. Like, they laughed. All the girls were like,
oh, no.
You know, so it was just so immature, you know. So they're like, why are the girls being like that? Like, why? Like, what?
That's
all of that
bad.
kind of thing. I think they even said, oh, do you even like your dessert? Oh, you know, just making stupid talk. So then Mora was like, oh, I'm going to give him something to talk about. She then cut up her dessert and fed it to him. And the girls, yeah, so you can see Amber and the girls looking vexed. I was loving it. And he was like, yeah, I don't even blame you because they're acting like fools. When a new guy comes into the villa, he doesn't get treated like that. But when it's a girl, all the girls become threatened. Yeah. You know, so then basically, you know, they decide they're going to mix, you know, get them all to meet each other, whatnot. Some of the girls are receptive. Some of the girls ain't. You know, they're all like, oh, I wonder how we're going to say hello to them. Oh, you know, we just go like, hi. But, you know, Nick, you know, just being stupid. I'm like, you knew what the game was.
20.
Yeah, you knew what the game was. This ain't Married at First Sight. For freak's sake, cool down. So, yeah, so anyway, so Amber starts acting like a fool. Yeah, she just starts being a bit offish with the new girl. And then Michael, the guy that she's interested in, he's like, why are you behaving like this? Why are you acting like a stupid girl? Anyway, Amber was like, I didn't do anything wrong. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, God. Anyway, those two made it up because she's the dominant one in the relationship and he's the bitch. Yeah, he tried to be all tough with her, but that lasted all of 5 seconds. Anyway, so now Molly May's threatened. She's like, Tommy, what's going on? You didn't even come and reassure me. There's that everything's okay, you know. And Tommy's like, hold on, you're carrying on like you're in love with me. Do you know what I mean? When you were cracking on, it was okay. Do you know what I mean? And
he seems adorable. I'm looking at a picture of him.
He's adorable. He's a bit dumb, but you know, it's whatever. They don't bring him in there for their brains. So you know, he's like, you know, I like you, but I've got a connection with her, and I want to explore. You know, with Mora. Yeah, I've got a connection with Mora, and I want to explore that. So so basically she leaves, and then Anton, you know, she's coming out. Molly comes out to the rest of them like bitching about Tommy. He didn't even check on me. He didn't look. He's just gonna leave me for this girl. Blah blah blah. So then Anton's like, hold on a minute. You know, like when you had me and Danny and him running around after you, were all cool with it.
Yeah.
Oh, now the tables have turned. What? So what? Now you like him now like that? She was like, yeah, maybe it did take this thing to happen for me to realize. Blah 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 blah. He was like, you know what? You get that's a good taste of your own medicine. Like,
good.
Yeah, he just basically put. Yeah, he just put her in her place basically, and I was like, good kind of thing. So, you know, just kind of long story short, you've got that little circle going on. I think Tommy's confused. I think Tommy really likes Mora, but Mora's coming on real thick and strong. Like, I like you. I want it to be me and you. I'm all about you kind of thing. And I think Tommy likes that. I think he likes that aggressiveness. But I feel like he also likes the fact that Molly's losing her whole rag
over
about
him.
So it's like, I don't think he quite knows what to do with himself. But yeah, it's really spicing up. And then on the other hand, you've got Amy, who's the blonde girl who's with Curtis. So Curtis is like the resident psychologist. Everybody comes up to him when they've got issues. They come to his little office, which is anywhere he's sitting, and talk to him about their problems. And he really breaks it down. Now, I like the fact that he does that. I don't like it for the show. I want to see people losing their mind and acting a damn fool, because that's what people watch it for. They don't watch it for calm, rational behavior. So, but he gives them calm, rational behavior. He's coupled up with Amy, another boring one in the house. Now, Amy, I feel like Amy's a bit crazy. Amy's never had a boyfriend, so those two are quite close to becoming boyfriend and girlfriend. And she's really got something against another girl, Lucy. She feels like ever since Lucy was in her couple, that Lucy don't really hang out with the girls. So she's like, you know, what, you're all up with your man. Why aren't you hanging with the girls? And I'm a bit like, what do you care? Did you know her before you came in the house? Like, what do you care? You didn't know the chick before. Yeah. Who cares? If she wants to go and sing and hang out with a guy all day, great. All I'm saying is, if he dump you, if he leave you, don't try and come back and chat to me. You know, like, live your life. That's fine. But Amy keeps pressing the matter like, oh, you know, I feel like I've lost you as a friend. Like, what's gone on? Blah, blah, blah. Lucy will be crying. Amy will be crying for something. I'm like, is this Crimea River Island? I don't want to see the crying over some bullshit nonsense. Do you know what I mean? I want to see couples get together, break up, fight. That's what I want to see. That's what we want to see.
She wants a juice.
Yeah.
She wants a juice.
So, you know, basically what we want to know about is who's going to couple with who. That's what we want to know. Who's Tommy going to pick? So the last place they left the episode yesterday was Amber was encouraging Molly to sit down with Maura and talk about how she wants to fight for Tommy. Can you imagine?
That's what you want to see, though.
That's true, but I just thought these chicks, I just don't have time for this nonsense. But yeah, that's
Love Island's recap.
Yes, that's his Love Island recap.
Might watch it one day.
Okay, cool.
Hi guys, so I'm gonna give the latest gossip, but to be fair, it's been provided by Miss Snoop. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So just to give you a little heads up, Chris Brown, for some of you who are Chris Brown fans, is now having his second child with his ex-girlfriend.
Now, is this the mother of his first child or not? Oh, shame.
So second baby mother. So yeah, Chris Brown. Chris Brown I've always loved. I'm not gonna lie. Even when the whole Rihanna thing happened, I was still like Chris Brown. Now he's all tattooed up from eyeball to toe. But I still like you, and your music's still good.
Yes,
but just be careful now. This is the second one. The girl's a bit younger again. She's 26.
Oh Lord.
No baby names yet. It could be Sky. It could be Carpet. We don't know. But yes, he's going to be a father for the second time with his ex-girlfriend Amika.
Okay.
Moving on to the baby front, still we have Cassie. You remember Cassie from back in the day? Did these boo for like 9-10 years, but never put a ring on it.
Yes.
She's now with someone else, and she's now expecting her first child.
Wow.
But Diddy's over it because he congratulated them on Instagram.
Great.
Just to say that her boyfriend is hot as anything.
Is he?
He's good looking.
Let me see the picture.
Good looking.
Oh, yeah.
She's gone from the chocolate to the vanilla, but it's all good.
Wow.
Cassie, we do appreciate it.
Good on you, Cassie. Good on you.
In other news, we've got have you guys watched the show called Daria from like the 80s / 90s?
Oh yes. Like,
yes. You know what? The girl had dry humor. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. So they did a little revamp, but with the best friend who was called Jodie, who's like a mixed race girl, and Tracy Ellis Ross, from Blackish, which is the girlfriends back in the day. Diana Ross's daughter, is going to be an executive producer on the show and be the voice of Jodie. So
lovely.
That's really good as well.
That's good. See, I've always thought, why didn't they do something with Daria? There's been so many revamps and things that they. Why wasn't there a Daria film? I mean, I know plenty of people who could play that role. Just straight face. Get me straight face. No nonsense. No chaser. Just straight faced.
Yeah. If you guys have not watched it, and I know some of you, youngers, but you would actually enjoy it. There's something that you just would enjoy. Just try it. Find it on YouTube, Netflix, whatever. Just have a
Even the theme song, I remember la 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 la. This is my stop drink. Got to get up. I remember it. I loved it. I loved it.
Give it a go.
Yes.
Also on to other celebrity news. Unfortunately, Cuba Gooding Jr. has been arrested for groping a woman. You can shed some light on this because you've watched the video. I don't get it.
So he's been I think he turned himself in for oh gosh, yeah. So a woman's accusing him of groping her. There's been some video footage of it, and it's like they're in this tight bar. He's with his girlfriend. His girlfriend's there, and it's him sitting, his girlfriend, and the accuser. And I think he kind of says hello to the accuser. You can't see it because it's too well because it's dark. I think he kisses her hand, and then it's as if he moves his hand towards her chest, but she's not reacting. Like, it's not like he put his hand there and she jumped back. She's just not reacting. And then I think she kind of gives him his hand back. But do you know what I mean? I like I said, I don't want to victim shame anybody. I'm just saying from what it looked like, he either didn't touch her there or touched something else. Yeah. And, I don't know. It just didn't look, I don't think it looks
clean cut as groping.
Yeah, but that's what it's not clear that it's her chest area, so it could have been like maybe more towards her collarbone, But I don't, but I'm not exactly sure. But anyway, he turned himself in. It was clear, like, there's some little video footage afterwards where he's kind of drunk, and she's there complaining to a security guard, maybe about the fact that he touched her. I don't know. But, we're just going to have to see where this goes. I'm really, really hoping it's just a misunderstanding and that it, I'm just really, really hoping for that it's a misunderstanding. I mean, I also heard, we'll be keeping you guys updated with that news. I also heard that R. Kelly's ex-wife, I'm not 100, I think her name's Drea Kelly,
Something like that.
or Andrea Kelly. There's something for me, I don't know her, but there's something just not right. I know she was with R. Kelly for married him for 13 years or whatever, and I just don't understand where she thought she knew the abuse was happening to her, but didn't know about all the other girls, and something just ain't right. But anyway, apparently she suggested that he, because now she's on Love and Hip Hop. No, sorry, let me correct myself. She's on Growing Up Hip Hop.
Okay.
With her and her kids. And she said that she wouldn't even mind her. She goes, a job's a job. Her ex should go and get a job in Taco Bell. And he then went on to say that she's been living off the money he's been giving her, and that she should go and work for also a rival fast food franchise like McDonald's or Burger King. I think if you're unemployed, get a job, period. And that goes for anyone, period. Burger King, Road Sweeper,
whatever it is,
ACD chicken, it don't matter. Go and work and get your pennies, get your money. Don't be relying on nobody to provide for you. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so yes. Any other gossip?
Wendy Williams.
Oh yes,
a toy boy.
New boo. I hear he's a felon.
Yeah, and fashion designer.
Oh, the
27
two F's,
years
F and
old.
F.
You know what I'm saying? But they look good together.
Yeah.
And she looks happy.
Look, I'm happy for her. I think Wendy should do her thing. Obviously, she's not a stupid woman. This is not a relationship that's going to last. But have your fun. You were there shackled for how long? You might as well go out there. Do you know what I mean? Have yourself some fun. Some underage fun or whatever.
He's legal.
Okay, I'm just saying, in terms of compared to her, he ain't. So,
oh dear.
I think she should have her fun, enjoy herself. She seems to be getting about. she's always going to this place, that place. Good for you. Enjoy yourself. Let your wig down or whatever. So yeah, I'm happy for you. Go on, Auntie Wendy.
Go on, girl. I was just saying that there's no UK gossip, which is quite. But who cares?
I think the only UK gossip is, that the Spice Girls concert's been going on, and a lot of their dates, people are complaining that the sound isn't right. Now, you girls already know you can't really sing, so to know that now the sound or the tech stuff is not good, that's really a good old shame. But those of you who are going, it's not like you don't know the songs. And my friend, put on a CD and reminisce.
Yeah.
Come on, let's not be silly. You didn't go there for their talent. Let's just keep it real. Sorry, I just thought I would.
Maybe I should have put that up. But yeah, that's it. Wrapping up.
Okay.
So I know it's been a while. I haven't watched many TV shows or films. I haven't been to cinema in like a month, and that's a long time.
Yep.
Because there's so many films out now. Like
Lord.
Men in Black 2 or 3 or
4. We don't
whatever
know.
number it is came out yesterday. With Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
And the lady.
I can't remember what her name is,
she's gorgeous.
Yeah, you guys have seen her in all sorts of things. She was in the last 4 film. She was in Creed 2 and 1. Yep, as the Adonis's girlfriend, wife, baby mum, whatever. But she's been doing a lot of, she's British, innit? And she's been doing quite a lot of stuff. I mean, she's been doing so much stuff we don't even remember her name.
Yeah,
okay,
fantastic.
And
then there's Phoenix that's come out. I want to see that.
I want to see that.
That actually looks
X-Men.
good. So I'm gonna try and watch that one. And then there's Aladdin with Will Smith as the genie.
I've seen it. Yeah, I saw it. I went to Bangkok last 2 weeks ago. I mean, I did take a little sneaky nap, but everybody who knows me knows I do like to have a little nap.
In the films that are not that great.
That's true.
It was Aquaman. You didn't nap for nothing.
What?
Exactly. So
but the only reason why I took a little nappy nap was because I've seen it. No disrespect. It's not going to be a whole far cry. It's not a complete far cry from the cartoon, So it was like when I woke up, I knew what point I was at. And I knew what point I went to sleep. So But it was good. Like Will Smith was very animated. It was good to see him in a really, really, like kind of role where he's really poking fun at himself. Because obviously we know he can do the serious ones. We know he can do comedy from like Fresh Prince days and whatnot. But it was good to see him really poking fun at himself. So it was quite good. I feel like the people they picked, they put in the plot, to play the parts was really, really good. I thought it was a nice film. It was, I'm not big into musicals, but it was a nice film. I liked it.
So I still might watch it. And then we've got Godzilla. I haven't seen that one. That's out. Yeah.
No.
And then the others. So, gone on to TV shows, which I have watched. I've watched LA's Finest with Gabrielle Union and Jessica Alba.
Oh, cool.
Gabrielle Union, every time I've watched this, I say this to Snoop, I just can't believe she's her age. She's 46 and she's just spice.
She's hot. She's fire.
She's just spice. Like,
yeah.
I just watch it and I'm like, I know there's makeup, I know there's whatever, but
Mm-hmm.
generally she's actually gorgeous. Like,
Yeah.
let me just put it out there.
Yeah.
Jessica Alba's, again, always been a favourite of mine. She's not as good as acting in it. It's getting better now. Watch a few more episodes.
Yeah.
But hands up to her as well. And then we've got Trisha Campbell Martin's ex-husband, Dwayne Martin. That's his name.
He's in it as well.
He's in it as well.
Okay, that's good. So then maybe now he can pay.
The
let me
bills.
not say. Let me not say it yet.
So he's in it as well. He's again on the same sort of scale as Jessica Alba. Not so great, but as the episodes are progressing, it's
They're
good.
getting better.
So basically, it's about two female detectives. One's got a bit of a shady past, and the other one you think is quite legit and the more like typical American mother who works with a child, but she's also got her secrets, and they're coming out episode per episode.
Yeah.
I'm on to episode 10 of series 1, and like the bombs are now starting to drop, and you're like, dun dun. Like, it took you guys a while. I'm glad I hang in there, but dun 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 type of thing. So
sorry.
it's a good show to watch. Like obviously, it's not gonna blow your mind. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
They're doing well, doing it for the female power type of thing. Got a couple of jokes in there. Some jokes you're kind of like, you're trying, but it's not funny, but I'm still gonna laugh anyway. But yeah, it's a good one.
Nice.
Flipping it over to, and if knows this and Snoop knows this, and I bet a lot of you felt this, the show When They See Us.
Oh.
So the girls were watching Love Island. I wasn't. I watched When They See Us because someone recommended it to me.
Isn't it like just a 4-part? And that's it, isn't it?
4 part. 4's
Right.
enough. Trust me.
Whoa.
Each episode's about an hour and 15 minutes. It's on Netflix at the moment. And the person recommending it to me said to me it's very emotional. I was just like, yeah, I'm watching R. Kelly. I was like, yeah, I can still watch this. Put the show on. 15 minutes later, I'm bawling. I'm like, what is this?
Oh my
this?
gosh.
It's about 5 black youths who are wrongly convicted of raping a white lady who was jogging in Central Park in the early 90s.
Is it based on
A
real
true
life?
story,
Oh
yeah.
gosh.
And people I was talking to this about later. Some of the people said, "Oh, we knew about the Central Park 5," and I'm like, "I never knew."
I
type
didn't.
Of things that so some people just didn't know, and
yeah.
it goes from the beginning of how they got convicted. So 5 boys, random boys, who were never friends, went out one night to Central Park, and back in those days, about 30 to 40 black youths used to walk around Central Park shouting at people like, "Ah!" like trying to scare them. They could be sacking, they're trying to scare them. See white women or black white men, shout at them. Just quite aggressive behaviour, but just in stupid fun because they were teenagers and had nothing else to do.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
This woman goes jogging in a secluded area. Again, I'm not saying it's her fault, but in a secluded route where there's nothing there, no one there, gets raped. The woman prosecutor comes in and was like, they've obviously, sorry, let me go back a little bit. The black boys were obviously caught by police because the police, they're now called to the park because there's been disturbance.
Yeah.
And they just pick up, like everyone scrambles like frantically and the slowest one gets caught. So these 4 get caught, and are now taken to jail. The white prosecutor woman comes in and goes, "Do you know what? This woman's been raped, her girl's been ripped. They left her for dead because she was left to bleed to death. She's been left to bleed to death. She's in intensive care. We need to open and shut case. Just pin it on someone."
Whoa.
Just like the fact that they were in the park. She says it. The fact that they were in the park, they're guilty of doing something anyway.
Wow.
Tough. Yeah. So then the police officers there are kind of like, yeah, we can do this. Easy, yeah?
Lord God.
One boy's really young. His mum's dying of a terminal illness, so she's not at the police station with him. His sister's working late night, and she's not there. The next boy, his mum doesn't know that he's there. She just thinks he's out because the police haven't called not all of their parents. Another one who's half Hispanic, his dad works in like in a hospital or something like that, so he's got shift work. Sends his mother to stay with the boy, but she speaks no English, understands only English.
Oh lordy.
And then the other one, his mum and dad come to the police station, but his dad's an ex-criminal. They use that against him. The boy who's got no one after him, they threaten him to get him to sign to something. Basically, they just make it work. So they all sign these confessions, yeah? And by one, they shouldn't have spoken to anyone because they had no lawyer, no adult, they were underage. And one of the parents comes and says, I'm taking him out. And then the rest of them, obviously, you know, it's just one of those things. They lied to all the boys and say, if you agree to the story, we will let you go. Yeah. So there's just a lot of things. You need to really watch it because it goes into so much detail. And that first episode alone, some people have not watched episode 2 because it was that bad. And what I took from it after watching all 4, because I did watch all 4, was that ignorance is not bliss. Yeah. The reason why some of them, I'm not saying it's their fault, but again, the reason why some of them got into that position is because they did not know that even as though they're under 16, they cannot be questioned
without an adult
present.
I know that from Law and Order SVU, Special Victims Unit.
You know it. Like, just don't do it. As much as they they're not allowed to legally do it. And the fact that they did it, and that's what, they end up going to jail. All of them went to jail. All of them's lives were ruined for a long period of time. Yeah. But the fact is that they shouldn't have been questioned. Yeah. Number one. Number two, even the parents, like, you guys need to know your rights to teach your kids. They've all been, you know, set free. They've all been compensated.
How long were they in?
So the youngest ones who went to juvenile. So 3 of them went to juvenile. No, 4 of them went to juvenile prison for between 6 to 14 years, but I believe all of them were out by like 6 years. So by the time they're like 21, 20. But one of them who went with his friend to support, wasn't even his name, he definitely got caught the night before, went with his friend to support him and was in the waiting room. The boy had gone home because his mum took him, and they pinned it all on him saying he was a ringleader. He went to adult prison because he was 16 at the time. So he went to Rikers. If you guys know Rikers.
No! I know Rikers from Special Victims Unit. No. You don't want to go Rikers.
You go to when you're 16 and you don't know nothing. And the boy was illiterate, so he couldn't read, he couldn't write.
Oh, God.
And all he went there for anyway, all of them should have been there, but his one really burnt. If you watch it, it burns your soul even more because you're just trying to help a friend. He went to Rikers, obviously was raped, all sorts, was sent from pillar to post. He served, I think, 12 years or 16 years.
Oh, my God.
And the thing is, it's a point where all of the other boys were like, where is he? Because he kept moving, trying to like keep himself safe. His mum couldn't even see him because Rikers was quite far. She wasn't working. So, yeah, between 16 to 14 years, all of them had served in prison.
Oh, my
and
God.
Then when that one that went to Rikers, when he was about 10 years later, the guy who actually did the crime was in the same prison as him. He confessed because he had done other rapes around the same time, which is another reason why that prosecutor got told off, because it was kind of like you should have pinned it all together as the same park. I think 2 nights before another rape had happened, but she was so whatever. So yeah, the man confesses, and that's why he got released after how many years? Otherwise he would have served longer. Yeah. And then the state of New York had to compensate them all 41 million at the end.
Good.
But by then, you've ruined so many things. So many things. Even when some of them got out, they couldn't get a job because they had to stay. And some of them were refusing to say that they did it because they're like, we're still standing at the point we were innocent. So yeah. And then recently, Central Park 5, the prosecutor woman has resigned from Columbia Law School. Good. Because now the show's come out, all her students have seen it and kind of like they've done a protest to get that she had to leave. Yeah. Because even she knew that she shouldn't have. She knew there was holes. She shouldn't have done this, and she still did it. So. When they see us, it's the name of the show. Watch it. It's 4 parts. I probably haven't done it as much justice as it is. It will leave you like numb at parts.
See, I can't watch it. I just can't.
But like I'm saying, I'm trying to take the positive from all the negative. Just educate each other. Yeah. Know your rights. Know a bit about everything. Someone said it to me yesterday. It's best to know a bit about everything. Like, because that's how you keep yourself safe. That's how you keep your nearest and dearest safe. In the UK, we're not like the US, but there are points where they do things that they shouldn't be doing, the police, and they do right, but when they do wrong, they know do wrong. To say that they do wrong, and nothing should really happen to you. So yeah.
Oh lordy.
That's on that show, and I've started a new one called the Khalif Browner story. It's about a 16-year-old who's also convicted. I'm only two episodes in. So yeah, that's on the TV show. We're getting into
all these kind of crime and investigation and crime.
I didn't even really want to watch it. I didn't even know what it was about.
Gotcha.
But yeah, we are kind of getting into true life stories that have been retold. If you're into those things, and if you're not, then you just need to be a bit more wise.
True. So, yeah. Oh God, I hate to end on that note, but well, We have to.
Unfortunately. But yeah, I'm sure there'll be more shows. I'll be definitely keeping up to date in the next week or so. I've seen other things popping up.
Yeah.
Again, if you have recommendations, I will watch it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very open-minded.
Yeah.
I will give it 10 episodes. So yeah, like just email us or message us different idea of a show, or if you agree or disagree about certain political things out there. So yeah.
Cool. Well, that wraps up another episode for the Free PMS Ladies Podcast Show.
Woo, woo.
We didn't even say a shout out to Snoop.
We did so many ways.
Okay.
Hi Snoop.
Hi Snoop.
We miss you.
We miss you. Hopefully we'll be back on the next episode. So guys, you don't know you can contact us. We're on IG, we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on Twitter, we're on Podbean, we are on SoundCloud, we are on iTunes.
Wow.
You can Insta, Facebook, all of it. You can contact us at freepms.ladies@gmail.com. I'm your girl Queen P.
I am Lovely Nick.
Bye.
Bye.